Welcome to this week's edition of Community Crossroads. Here's a look at who will be joining us. How to give your opinion on a new trail project in Victoria. A longtime public servant is hanging up his hat, a look back at his career. And moms, pack your bags and get ready for the most life-changing trip. But first, we're going to start. The city of Victoria is working on some really exciting projects to make certain areas more walkable and bike-friendly, and they're hoping to get grant funding to make this happen. But to lock in those grants, they need to hear from you. So joining us now is Katie Conley, the city of Victoria's grant administrator, to tell us more about what's in the works and how you can share your thoughts. So Katie, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Good morning.
So one of the projects that we're going to be talking about is a multi-use trail that starts at Guy Grant and Gettysburg, so kind of right in the middle of Guy Grant.
Right.
Explain to us kind of what this project is, what it entails.
Well, first I wanted to talk about the funder for this, because this is a TxDOT project and it's their Transportation Alternatives Program. And what that's meant to do is improve safety, connectivity, and one of the things that we need to make our application really competitive is community support. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the project, but also ask the community to get in touch with me and let me know your thoughts on the project. The reason why we chose this particular piece is to increase the overall trails network according to the Active Transportation Master Plan, which was a process that we went through a couple of years ago, where we hired a professional consultant and we had a steering committee, we had stakeholder meetings, they did a lot of community surveys and got input from the community. And one of the things that we found out during that process was that a lot of people did want more walking and biking infrastructure. There were 528 respondents on that, and 73% of those people said that the barriers were that there were no sidewalks where they wanted to go. Now, part of what I think may seem a little strange is why would we put this just sort of through the middle of a neighborhood? But one thing that's important to keep in mind is that the city is going to be reconstructing Guy Grant, the road, and then also putting a 10-foot sidewalk along the one side of the road. So it will all connect. And ultimately what that will do is that will connect a couple of our schools, Chandler and Rowland, and even to some extent East High School at the other end of the Lone Tree Hike and Bike Trail. And probably even Howell, just with the proximity. Absolutely, yes. And so one of the big issues is safety, obviously. And right now there's no sidewalk at all where on Guy Grant. And there's no sidewalk at all that goes in the places where we're going to be putting them. So safety is a big deal. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the safety measures. We're going to be including lighting, but the important thing is, and a lot of people have said, you know, oh my gosh, going across Mockingbird. Yes, it's a very wide street. What we're going to do is we're going to put in a hawk crossing. And basically what that is it's a crosswalk, but as a pedestrian, you walk up and you hit the button, and it basically stops traffic with a traffic light.
Okay.
It'll be a red light you have to stop at, same as you would at any intersection, but instead of stopping for cars, it'll be people.
Okay. So if someone wants to voice their opinion, give their feedback, they just need to email you, or what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Email me, especially if you have questions or concerns, if you're in favor, against, whatever you have to say, we want to hear it. Definitely want to hear about that. And yes, you can email me at the email address.
Okay, and important, the deadline is May 30th.
Right, because I need to have the grant application ready by mid-June.
Okay. Well, thank you, Katie, for coming in. We appreciate it. And of course, on our website, we'll have links to more details and information about the project, where people can see, you know, more visually kind of what it will include and everything. So thank you for joining us.
Right, thank you.
Well, a well-deserved retirement for a longtime public servant. Stay with us.